Welcome back to Watchin Baseball. It is the 2014 World Series. We have watched every World Series from 1972 on. If there's a past World Series that you think you'd like to watch, we've done it from 1972 on. And we will be going until 2019, I guess. Are we going to do this year's? I don't know. Haven't discussed that. That's the journey we're on. Jake, I said yesterday that there was a path here. It was Giants, Cardinals, Giants, Cardinals. Now the Giants are here again representing the National League thing. Giants fan like the every other year. We win in even years. They have a new foe, the Royals, the scrappy upstart Royals. Make it to the World Series. Goes 7 games. And to be honest, it's a good one. It's a fun one.
It is, man, and as you're about to hear a lot of grunt noises out of us that are going to be better than words is about what Madison Bumgarner did this postseason. And yeah, man, this is going back through this. I mean, really just makes me appreciate Mad Bum and Buster Posey more, man. I mean, you look at this Giants lineup. And, like, I can give you a speech how, Mike Morse was a pretty good hitter, and he actually had a really important hit in this game. But, I mean, it's Hunter Pence, it's Sandoval is still doing it, but I don't know. I just give those guys a lot of credit. I'm not the first guy to give those guys a lot of credit, but they deserve every piece of credit they do get.
Maybe. All right. Well, the World Series rewatches, Watchin Baseball is brought to you by the store at Jomboy Media. You go to shop.jomboymedia.com. We got maybe 100 to 200 items. We got mugs. We got shirts.
This kind of looks like a Royals hat.
We got that hat. We have I Love Baseball shirts in every single team's color. We got sweaters, T-shirts, girls' tank tops, hoodies, you name it. We got it. If you can't find it, email us and we'll put it up for you. And we appreciate all the support and everyone that grabs something from the store. Let's head straight into this, Jake. We got Mad Bum on the mound, and we are watching the last 2 innings that Mad Bum pitches because he's the story of this World Series. He pitched 21 innings of this World Series for the Giants. No other Giant pitcher had more than 7 1/3. He pitched 21. In Game 5, he went complete game shutout. And now in Game 7, he gets called in the 4th inning or something, the 5th inning, to maintain the lead and hold him at bay in a 1-run game. It's incredible. And we're just going to watch it.
Yeah. Man, this Royals team is a wild ride, and I know we're going to see them on the other side of things very soon. But, man, this team was built on speed and bullpen, which, the bullpen thing is held up pretty well, but, it's all speed.
It's contact.
Your guy Terrence Gore is in this World Series, Jim.
Is this when Terrence Gore was kind of like Xander Bogaerts from last year? Like he had more postseason at bats than at some point Terrence Gore had more postseason appearances than like regular game or something like that.
Yeah, I think in the regular season he had 1 at bat. And he's on the World Series roster. And another guy that was a really fun story that was on this Royals team was Brandon Finnegan, they drafted that year from TCU, and then he was out of their bullpen as a lefty reliever, which is, that's, like we were just talking about Bogaerts and some of the other stuff. Go from college pitcher to World Series the same year? That's stupid.
Yeah. The Royals were fun in that way. It was like they were kind of reinventing the formula. But I don't know how much of it has been copied, like you said.
Yeah, and I think partially it kind of can't be copied. Like, I don't know if any other organizations would bring up the college kid for a lot of different reasons.
Oh, I like that ump there. It was Moustakis, friend of the program. Check out his episode of Sequence with Trevor Plouffe on this very on this very YouTube channel. Yeah, so Bumgarner just goes crazy, man. That umpire passed away last winter. R.I.P.
CDs.
Yeah, he led the Royals in hits this postseason.
That's tough. I mean, look where that ball is.
The old thing is, I don't know, what is the swing? Because if he connects with that and like the time is right, it could bloop over the first baseman.
Mad bum out there. You can't be swinging at stuff at your head.
Oh no, I'm talking about calling it a swing.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with that.
Aoki.
That looked good.
All the blue. It's a nice color blue. Stadium
It's a nice
in that
blue.
color blue. I like the aesthetic of it. I like the aesthetic of this World Series. How about that? I think the
why I got
HD
this hat.
camera on Bum's face looks great.
Yeah.
So like, I'm so interested in to see like his pitch mix and all that. Like
The way his arm just flows is awesome.
To anticipate one side of the plate, he takes it away from him.
92. How old is Bum here? Because he's still pretty young.
I mean, he's got to be, what, 26? Something like that? Because wasn't he 20 in that first World Series?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. 2014. 24. Dude, 24?
That's
Mother-
right. I thought this was 2016.
Motherfucker, Bum.
Gosh.
So, guys, listen to this. And some people were giving us shit for just reading Baseball Reference, but if you expect me to memorize this stuff, that's on you. Dude, Bumgarner this postseason in 2014, they were in the wild card game, the Giants. He complete game shutout the Pirates. 9 innings, no runs. He had 52.2 innings pitched this postseason, a 1.03 ERA. 45 strikeouts in 52 innings, all postseason. I mean, fucking incredible.
Basically a third of a season nowadays. Like 50 innings.
Yeah.
Like a lot of starting pitchers get $150 now, and that's what he did in October. And that's why he's lost his fastball.
That's why maybe they got burnt out. So when they say there's a lot of miles on Bum's arm,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got 102 postseason innings altogether. It's a big swing.
Half of them were this postseason. That's nuts. And yeah, I think it was a wiki note. These the second ever all wild card team World Series.
Nice.
Young Lorenzo Cain.
Confused. I think the Royals are mentally beat right now with Bum. Like, he shut him out game 5. He's in this is the 8th inning. This is his 4th inning of work in this game. Like, I mean,
You're waiting for the baseball gods.
well, I'm just saying these fastballs don't scream impressive. They're 91, 92. They're well placed.
Yeah, I think they're well placed. They've always played a little higher because of how he slings it across his body. But I mean, he's one of the greatest pitchers of this decade. So I don't think it's just like the psychology of a pitcher being in your head. Like, he's also good.
Yeah, I don't think it's just that, but I'm saying at this moment, right now, I think that's seeped in probably as much as it ever has for a batter facing.
You're
Bum.
waiting for the blooper. Like, you're waiting for a blooper.
Yeah. Just so the Royals could be like, all right, we got that.
Right.
Bochy. Hello. It's an off speed. Breaking ball. One of the thicker accents in baseball, Madison Bumgarner.
That ball.
Just kind of born in the mud.
Slowing Bumgarner down,
Really?
making him throw extra pitches, hoping there's a payoff somewhere.
Like that, man. Like that's usually a spot for the breaking ball or something nasty. He's just like, nah, here's my fucking fastball.
Hit it. Let me see you hit it.
Believe, I'm not knocking it. I'm just kind of in awe of it. I love it.
Also, there's I don't know. Maybe this is Jakey irony too much or connecting too many dots, but with everything that's going on with the Astros right now, it's kind of funny that like they could have done this with Garrett Cole and they didn't because they were looking out for his arm and his contract, which is like the only nice guy move the Astros did, and it like cost them the World Series.
We probably should have threw him out there. So here's the bottom 9. 3 outs away from winning. Little snot rockets. Oh, country breakfast.
Billy Butler, professional hitter, kids.
Billy Butler was awesome.
Hit on a lot of bad Royals teams.
So, all right.
2-0.
Yeah.
And Hosmer. Nope. Joe Panic.
Intense, like, zoom-ins on everyone's face. They're going to do the outfield now? That was cool, I guess.
That's everyone.
These are the guys
Run
on the
back.
field.
That's going to get out of play to make the count 2-2.
Don't forget, if the Royals get a runner on, Ned Yost, a couple of speed.
What was that pitch?
Bench, turn score, Gerard Dyson.
Couldn't fully tell him. I think it was a fastball.
It was 88, so I think it was like a little cut fastball or something like that.
And I don't know. Circling back a little bit in that just like baseball needing hope. Hosmer was like the heart of this team, kind of like the pretty boy, like brought the Royals back. When it's 2-0 and Hosmer's up and you're in that crowd, you're like, let's go. And now mowed down.
And now he goes up top and he gets Hosmer to chase.
High fastball, like that's a staple now. I don't know if it was in 2014. Maybe it was on its way. So this says in 2014, his four-seamer was his best pitch, then the slider, and then he mixed in a sinker, a curve, and a changeup, but the changeup not often at all.
Billy Butler handles the ball inside extremely well. 3 for 7 with a home run off Bumgarner.
I don't know what all that means. Oh, there's the curve.
Butler tonight 1 for 3 on the season, hit 9 home runs. Has not gone deep this postseason.
Couple different versions of rally caps.
Popped up right side.
Yeah.
Will it stay in play? It does. 2 out.
And if you're someone at work and this is on in the background to distract yourself or you're kind of zoning out, now's the time to lock it.
Tune in. Because you're going to hear all about
outs.
Billy Butler.
2 outs with Gordo up.
I remember this
So
moment.
let's
I remember watching this in Connecticut.
I want to see.
Popped up back and
Billy Butler had like a 5-year stretch of pretty good.
the Giants took the lead while Affelt
Yeah, I mean he was a DH, righty DH who could hit.
that the win would go to
That's about
Madison
it.
Bumgarner.
Five years, he averaged 120 OPS plus. Well, what's interesting is he never had 30 home runs in a season.
Here's the 0-1. That's in the air to left center. That ball is down.
Whoa.
Gets past to the wall. Gordon is going to dig for third.
Paul Rudd. So I'll pause it real quick. Big debates after this game the next day. Could you have sent him home? Should you have sent him home? I forget what side of it I landed on back then, but like still my gut right now after watching it once says just send him. I know that you decrease so much speed because it's a full length of a football field. So, say he just ran 80 yards. That next 20 is going to slow down. But you have so much pressure, Jake, many butterfingers, and like the odds for the pressure in my mind it's the whole Royals baseball was put it in play, put pressure on the defense. So I don't know. Well, do you have anything? And then we'll play it and watch some other
It's brutal in hindsight, knowing what happens. And that's kind of what baseball is. But think about what we just said, like how much Mad Bum's been mowing him down. Like this, I'm kind of in the baseball gods territory. And I think not having been vested in either of these teams, I was begging for the send because it's Game 7 of the World Series, a potential like Little League home run to tie it up. To see a play at the plate, I mean, that's everything you want it to be in sports. So I don't know. I mean, hey, shout out to Alex Gordon because how many players would have stopped?
Yeah, dude. Let's watch a replay of it. Insane moment.
Well, you see here, you talk about the mistake. He charged too hard. You're already playing no doubles, and that's exactly what it means. You don't want the ball by and fly.
I mean, when that second boot happens, I'm gone.
Oh. See, so there's where Crawford has it before he even touches third.
Yeah.
So it's probably a really, really easy out.
Oh, he's probably pecked.
Probably dead. Still would love to see it.
You're kind of dead anyways.
But he made it too late. He wasn't able to handle the short bounce.
It's a single.
And if they send him and he's dead, which he would have been, I mean, that is the biggest, like back. So yeah, that's probably what I did back then too. In the moment, I was like, oh, I'll send him. And then they show that replay and you're like, okay, never mind. That would have been a really bad look for the third base coach and Gordon. But it would have been such a fun way to win the World Series too.
And it's also the players involved. I mean, Brandon Crawford's always been an incredible defensive shortstop. I mean, Buster Posey at the plate, like it's, those plays are tough because there's a lot of moving parts, but if there's guys that can put that together pretty easily, it's those two.
It's also crazy is a home run is a walk-off home run.
Yeah.
It's a bottom ninth, Game 7 walk-off home run. Did you see what Marlins man was doing behind the plate? That's his Barstools logo. This was when he was like just getting into PMT and doing all that shit with them.
Sure.
One strike away. Is that Ibanez on the Royals?
The 1-2.
That's,
2-2. Bumgarner now up to 66 pitches here out of the bullpen in Game 7.
Yeah, Ibanez was on the bench for the Royals. I didn't know. I don't remember that.
Ooh, Rafiki.
42 years old.
Fought off. That's pitch number 2.
Whole stadium going to be sad.
This World Series for Madison Bumgarner.
And he's not changing his pattern, Joe. He says, here it is, hit it, but he continues to climb the ladder, try to use their aggressiveness.
Do they interview Bum after this? Got it, right?
I don't know. That's tough.
Salvador Perez. The 2-2. Popped up. Send the ball. In foul territory. Giants win. World Series win for the San Francisco Giants for the third time in the last 5 years. And their hero, Madison Bumgarner.
It's a good celebration all around, from Panda to Posey and Bum. Pence saying nobody wants it more. I don't know if you can prove that.
Other team was pretty close to wanting more.
There he is. Hanging around and watching. I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I'd hang around. Yeah, I think I would hang around and watch. I don't know. Never lost a World Series.
San Francisco Giants now has his third World Championship. Brian Sabian.
See if we get any interviews. Oh, I like Posey looks at Bum here.
It smacks you in the face. You know it at the time.
See that little smile?
Something that's for the ages. And that's what we saw watching Madison Bumgarner pitch. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think we'll ever see anything like it again.
Especially in this day and age, where the pitch count is so important and so impressed in our game. To see him let the ball.
I really like those glances that Buster sends to Bum. Like little smiles in between.
You see that little look that Buster Posey gave Madison Bumgarner when that pitch was popped up into the air? And who more appropriate to catch it than Pablo Sandoval, the free agent to be Rosenthal.
Going to be that big a deal. But when you came to the park, how many innings did you realistically expect to pitch?
Innings wasn't, I wasn't thinking about innings or pitch count. I was just thinking about getting outs. Thanks, buddy. I love you. Getting outs until I couldn't get them anymore, and we needed someone else. So, fortunately, we was able to get some quick innings. And
Hey, I don't care about the interview. I just need a hug right now.
What was it like? What was the difference between this and starting?
Well, there's not near as much time to dial it in, and that was the biggest thing for me. It was, I had a half inning to start getting up and getting loose and throwing all the pitches and stuff. So that was different, not having as much time. But luckily, I was able to squeak by.
You ended up throwing 270 innings on the season, over 50 in the postseason. How tired are you right now?
Right now, I'm not tired at all, man. We just won the World Series. It's hard to be tired right now. Probably tomorrow I'll be tired now.
All right, Madison. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you.
Let's go over to Aaron Andrews.
See who Aaron
Kenny,
has.
so much. I am spent. I can imagine.
Now, remember Buster got interviewed after the first World Series and he was kind of speechless. He was very young and it was awesome. Do you think he's a little more like veteran spoken this time?
Oh, absolutely.
At the bottom of the fifth, Madison Bumgarner comes in. What did you realistically anticipate you would get out of him tonight?
I mean, just me trying to think along with Boch. I was thinking maybe three. Maybe
like those hats.
And turn over to Romo, Lopez in the eighth, and I have to see in the ninth. But he just kept rolling. I mean, it's unbelievable.
He gets into a rhythm. What kind of conversation was there with you and Bruce Bochy, Dave Righetti, anybody?
Not much of anything. I think everybody could see how good he was. They weren't putting great swings on him. I just can't say enough about how hard it is to do what he just did, to pitch 5 innings after 2 days rest or whatever he's on. It's incredible.
I saw you go over and talk to him right before he went out there for the ninth. What was said?
We were just talking about the first 3 that we were going to face and just trying to have a game plan going into it, and he executed it.
Congratulations, by the way. Great job. Congratulations.
All right. San Francisco Giants win their third, right? 2010, 2012, 2014.
Every other year.
Every other year. We'll see them in 2016. They will surely be there according to the pattern, Jake.
Yeah.
Bumgarner, go look at the stats yourself. Go look at the performances. Just absolutely one of the best playoff runs from a starting pitcher in baseball.
And just a reminder, and one of those Jakey nuggets at the end of the interview, maybe leave a comment. This is the same Madison Bumgarner that was caught, rattling like animals, wrangling animals as a professional rodeo rider on the side.
Yeah.
The same person that just had one of the most memorable postseasons, World Series appearances.
What was his?
Hobby.
Mason Saunders. That's the name of his.
Mason Saunders.
It's a side hobby name.
Guy.
Rodeo.
So,
he was winning big money too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you tomorrow or whenever the next time is. We do them every day besides Sunday. See you then. Thanks for tuning in.